Industry regulators are pushing for greater transparency and investor education so that investors like you and me better understand our personal rates of return and the various costs of our investments. This is known as Client Relationship Model 2 or CRM2, which is a series of new reporting requirements that are rolling out over 3 years. So let's take a look at what's changing and why. Before 2014, regulations didn't really require much disclosure of costs or performance information for investors. But now CRM2 is bringing in more transparency with required disclosure increasing over a 3-year period. Let's talk about those changes. The first set of changes were introduced in July 2014 and mainly involved pre-trade cost disclosure. The idea is that before investing, you should understand what sort of fees you're paying and what your dealer will be receiving for the trade. The next set of changes come at the end of December 2015, and these involve changes to account statements. Investment dealers will all need to show account statement information in the same way. Some of the things you'll see are the opening balance and market value of your investment during that period, the cost of each security, meaning how much you paid or the market value at the time the assets were transferred to your dealer, and also a description of that cost. You'll see if any of your holdings are subject to a deferred sales charge or DSC, and you'll know which investments are covered by an investor protection fund. The final set of changes come into play in July 2016, where you'll see additional account and fee transparency through 2 new reports. Annual reports will show investors the charges and investment dealer compensation for their investments in dollars, not just percentages. And you'll get annual performance reports summarizing account activity during the year and since account opening. The changes come into effect in July 2016, but investment dealers actually have 1 year from that date to begin sending these reports. So you may only start receiving these statements in early 2017 to reflect the 2016 calendar year. Now, it's important to note that even though CRM2 is about cost disclosure and performance reporting, the requirements don't call for disclosure of all investment costs. For example, you'll get an annual report with information about how the investment dealer or firm is compensated, but not necessarily how your individual advisor is compensated. And to know the management expense ratio, or MER, of your funds, you'll still need to check the fund fact sheet to see the total cost of the fund. With the disclosure that CRM2 requires, you can better understand how your investment dealer is being compensated and how your investments are performing. That means that you can better compare investments between different financial institutions. The bottom line is that you can be a more informed investor.